his ground game is way better than Blood Diamond's.
Yeah.
And he's bigger and stronger than Blood Diamond, too. The only thing is with Blood Diamond, we can't look at the Jeremiah Wells fight and say, oh, he's not good. Jeremiah is almost a top 10.
Orion Cosce versus Mike Blood Diamond Mathetha. I think that's how you say it, Mathetha. But a lot of people know Blood Diamond as being one of Israel Adesanya's friends. Well, I watched him fight at UFC 271 against Jeremiah Wells, and to be quite frank, it wasn't a lot to watch.
He didn't really show a lot of anything, to be honest.
Well, he ain't gonna show too much in this fight either.
It's weird. It's almost like he's in the same category of Trayshawn Gore, where he has this reputation of being dangerous, but he hasn't shown it yet. But apparently he has over 100 kickboxing fights.
And I just watched the highlights for them. And let me tell you one thing right now. The technique is good. Classic Muay Thai, left hook to the body, right hand, follow it up with a leg kick, outside leg kick. Beautiful combo. Great head kick, but he loads up. It's like something is off about the combinations, like the timing. Something is off about it to where in MMA, nobody's going to stand there and let you just throw those type of combinations. And I want to say that Orion is not the best striker by any stretch of the imagination. He loads up on punches, one shot at a time.
But he has good takedowns.
And that's what I was about to say.
And he has decent submissions, too.
His strikes are for one reason, to get close, to grab you. And his takedowns are not double leg takedowns. He's not DC or Ryan Bader or Josh Koscheck. But he will press you up against that cage, body lock you, and he's going to get that fight to the ground. This fight, if it made it out of the first round, I'll be shocked. Now, it could get interesting if it make it out of the second round because Philip Rowe was able to get to the second round, but he's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's a phenom in jiu-jitsu. So that's why he made it out.
And he's more experienced on the ground, too. His ground game is way better than Blood Diamond's.
Yeah.
And he's bigger and stronger than Blood Diamond, too. The only thing is with Blood Diamond, we can't look at the Jeremiah Wells fight and say, oh, he's not good. Jeremiah is almost a top 10 caliber welterweight.
He's shown since then that he's going places. But still.
And Jeremiah is really a knockout artist. Yeah, he got out-grappled by a knocker artist. Well, he's well-rounded, but he's been knocking everybody out.
I know this guy's training at City Kickboxing Gym, and he's Israel's friend, and he's training under Eugene. But from what I've been able to see, stylistically, this is a horrendous matchup.
I don't think so. I disagree with that. I think this style actually benefits Blood Diamond. Orion is real sloppy with his punches, with his striking.
He is,
he loads up.
But he's not going to be striking with him. His striking is not to go back and forth with you. His striking is to close distance, period.
But that's all Blood Diamond does is work on his ground game, his takedown defense. We can't look at the Jeremiah fight.
How often do you see that work for these type of guys?
That's true.
Like, seriously, 9 times out of 10.
It worked for Israel. It worked for Israel.
He's not Israel. He's not Israel.
And that's why
you can't pick the small percentage of guys and say it worked for this guy. Well, we know it worked for somebody, but unfortunately,
the thing is he has to show it. We can't go for these guys no more, man.
This whole what you do in the gym thing, it doesn't matter anymore. When it comes to this cage, if people are gonna put money on somebody, which I ain't telling nobody to bet, but I'm not saying Mike can't win because look, he's a powerful guy. His striking is great, but
you can't strike from if you're on your back.
You can't strike if you're on your back and somebody got your back and you in full mount. And then you got taken down and submitted with a rear naked choke. You think people don't see that? I mean, let me tell you something. From February up until now, there is not enough submission and wrestling defense you could have possibly done to clear up that hole in your game. It's just not.
But I don't think what if it's better than what we think. Him getting out grappled by Jeremiah doesn't mean he has bad grappling defense.
Because Jeremiah is a very strong person, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. But Orion, I know the level of competition is not the best, but I watched him on the Contender. And let me tell you, it was a third round. He picked the dude up, slammed him. Look, when I say his takedown wasn't just to squeak out the round, it was pass guard, it was crucifix, it was all the things you don't want against a fighter preparing for Blood Diamond. It's just a nightmare. And I'm not saying Orion is about to be the next champion. I'm not saying he's going to be top 15, even top 10. But on paper, this is a stylistic nightmare. It's awful.
Blood Diamond couldn't even get to the second round with Jeremiah Wells.
Which would have
been
been
different if Jeremiah Wells kept on taking him down and take down and take down, and he would have squeaked out a decision, but he got embarrassed.
Because he took down Philip Rowe, who is just a fantastic jiu-jitsu player. And if Philip Rowe didn't have the jiu-jitsu he had, he might have been in some trouble there. He got knocked out later on in the second round, but they were both going back and forth. Either of those guys could have went down, and it was him. But he actually, at least his fight was a fight. Does that make sense? At least his fight was back and forth grappling, back and forth striking, even though it wasn't the best. It wasn't no kickboxing match, but.
And that's the thing, and that's what I was going to say. If this was a kickboxing match, it wouldn't even be worth talking about.
No, wouldn't be close.
But this is an MMA fight. Another thing that impresses me with Orion is his durability and his heart. He took a lot of damage against Philip. He almost recovered. It's just Philip is on a different level right now.
And he at least showed that he was able to, if the fight is not in my world, I can at least fight back and try to get it back. And Blood Diamond didn't show anything. I just don't see what more changes in this fight. I'm going to have to pick Orion. Look, if the fight goes to the second round, maybe, or if Orion really just comes out really sloppy, then yeah, Blood Diamond can catch him. But even then, I feel like even if he hurts Orion just gonna clinch up and grapple, and he got embarrassed. Blood Diamond got embarrassed against Jeremiah. It'd be different if Jeremiah would have took him down and he would have stood back up, and Jeremiah would have took him down again and submitted him. Yeah.
He took him down one time and finished him.
And I didn't see much there.
Can he get up if Orion take him down?
Hey, hopefully so, but for my final pick, I gotta go with Orion.
But this is the last thing I'm gonna say about Orion. If this fight is standing up,
he's in
Blood Diamond has a high chance of winning this, which I don't think is gonna be standing up for long.
Because even if he gets him down there one time, he gonna drain the life out of him. Blood Diamond ain't gonna be the same fighter standing up.
And Orion gonna fight the way he should, because clearly Blood Diamond is a better athlete. He's faster, he's stronger. But the thing is, Orion gonna have a game plan. He gonna stick with it.
Because this ain't no muscle show. This ain't the who got the better genetics show. It's a who can win and get the results. And it'll probably be Orion.